Hello, this video is a helpful guide to variations, such as direct, indirect, joint, and even combination. First, we will talk about direct variation, which is a relationship between two variables where the variables increase or decrease at the same rate. For example, y increases as x increases. The formula for direct variation is y equals kx, or y1 over x1 equals y2 over x2. Second is indirect variation, which is the opposite of direct variation. So it is a relationship between two variables, whereas one variable increases, the other decreases at the same rate. Example, as y decreases, x increases. The formula is y equals k over x, or x1 over y1 equals x2 over y2. Joint variation is simply direct variation involving two or more variables. So, the formula would be y equals xz. So, x, y, and z move at the same rate. Combination variation is variation that involves a combination of direct or joint variation and indirect variation. So, to solve problems using combination variation, you would plug in the variables into the proper equations, and then solve for k, and then solve back with that k value for what you were actually looking for. Now it is your turn. Do the following problems, and then I will give you the answers. Feel free to pause the video if I do not give you enough time. Example 1. Find y when x equals 8 if x varies directly with y, and y equals 9 when x equals 6. So, here's a hint for you. Look for the key terms, such as direct. Then use the formula that correlates with that. If you got the answer 12, you got it right. So, to solve this problem, you need to define the correct formula, which would be y equals kx. Then plug in the numbers for the first one, which would be 9 equals k times 6. So therefore, k equals 3 halves. So, then you would go back in and solve with the 3 halves as k for the y value that you were missing. Example number 2. Find y when x equals 15 if y varies inversely as x, and x equals 10 when y equals 12. Again, look for the key terms and then use the formula that correlates to the key terms. Did you get 8? Because if you did, you got the right answer. Once again, it's the same steps. Find the formula, solve for k, and then plug your k back into the original equation. Now for a joint one. If y varies jointly as x and z, and y equals 10 when x equals 2, and z equals 4, find y when x equals 4 and z equals 3. Again, same hint. If you got 15, you got the right answer. Good job. Again, just follow the same steps. Do the formula, plug in the numbers, and solve for k, and write new equation using the constant that you just solved, and then solve for the variable you were missing. As you know, on the SOL, you will have questions that will ask you to do certain things. So, in this example, you will have dragged boxes over next to each one. Now, each of these graphs represent a type of variation. Can you tell which ones they are without looking at the answers? If so, try to do that. But if not, go just study it to find out. Thank you for watching this video. And if you have any more questions, I'm sure your math analysis teachers will be happy to answer them.